reputation. So I hope there was a lesson learned here, because this precious reputation that you guys were trying to protect is tarnished. And I hope something gets done about it. And I hope my sisters go to school feeling safe. Mm-hmm. That's all I have to say.
Thank you.
All right. I believe that is all of our speakers this evening. Thank you.
No,
all.
You got another speaker.
I
You have another speaker.
I do not, and I can.
This room has another speaker. You can knock that hammer all you want.
Follow protocol.
No, but he has the right to speak.
I have the right.
You are here to listen to the community, so he has the right to speak.
Personally, I want to ask if any students.
Please, Mr. Mack, we have policies we have to follow.
Have any students been able to speak yet?
Yes, I have.
All right, thank you for that answer. I was going to enter this room with a bullhorn, and I wasn't going to listen to anything you had to say.
I understand, and we have policies and procedures.
And I may not have been invited to speak.
And I'm going to ask you to be cleared from.
And I'll gladly take more than 3 minutes. All right?
I'm going to call a.
I may not speak as eloquently as the previous speakers, but you will hear me.
But to trust me, you guys need to give him a chance to speak.
Just as I heard
You just
hundreds
need to
of
listen to
stories.
what he wants to say. We have the right.
Just as I heard hundreds of stories. I heard hundreds of stories from these children, Amy. And I'm not here to talk about equity or equality and diversity. I'm here to demand that the school takes accountability. Demand that the school takes accountability. In the light of an international scandal, y'all didn't make a decision. In the light of an international scandal, y'all didn't make a goddamn decision. That being said, it shouldn't take the world to watch for you to have to make a decision. But not only that, Michael, Michelle, even when the world was watching, you still didn't make a fucking decision. After this happened, you can step out. I'm going to keep speaking to these people here that you guys are supposed to represent. You only exist in this room to represent them. You exist to represent them. Understand that. In the light of an international travesty, where you guys are supposed to proudly represent, and thank y'all too for staying here, you guys failed to make any action. We should have the integrity to do the right things when no one's looking.
See the district just walk away.
Period.
When no one's looking, that's what y'all teach y'all kids. But why doesn't it apply to these kids? And then when Sean King and myself blow this out to immeasurable proportions, y'all still have failed to make any sort of decision. How is that possible? You didn't teach your child that. When I broke a lamp when I was a little kid, my mom said, hey, if you lie about it, you're going to get in more trouble. But if you just be honest, you really won't. I'm getting so off script. What I really wanted to address that after this happened, the family's address was leaked. The Sigin family's address was leaked, and then the school still failed to hold the girl, Ava H., who leaked the address, accountable. She just leaked their fucking address in the midst of an international scandal. Tell me a news agency that this didn't pop up on, and then we can say that it's not international, right? The media that you have in here now is not representative of a typical school board meeting. Yet your actions are still representative of a racist-ass institution that teaches these little punk-ass kids how to not value other lives. You guys might not like black people either. But what we can do is just take race out of it and just look at humanity and try to come from a place of love. A place of love doesn't allow when Elizabeth Sigin is called down to the office to talk to a police officer. When a young white girl gave up their address, but you have a young black woman talking to a police officer. In Brooklyn, New York, a black woman is 58 times more likely to be murdered while giving birth to a child than a white woman. I'm going to just give you guys some other stats. St. Paul, only 13% black, yet a black person is 13 times more likely to be murdered by the police. But you call Elizabeth, whose family's address was leaked by Ava H., you tell her to go see the police.
Sick.
And then y'all want to sit up here and talk about equity. No, actually, y'all didn't say anything about equity. Y'all said equality. Know the difference in the words. We don't want motherfucking equality. We want equity. I'm going to swear if I want to swear. I started this off by saying I might not speak as properly as you'd like. But if you're more worried about the way in which we respond to the problem than the problem, that's the problem. Thank you for my 3 minutes. And if y'all want to read some of these problems, here's a list.
KKK uniforms. It's sick. It's a
You
travesty.
can say anything you want.
Addressing it.
You can say you're going to address the problem.
Where's the
Your
accountability?
superintendent.
I'd love to get your card and be able to move forward with you.
Your
Because
superintendent
as the
said.
only minority on the board, I can see that you have some more invested than anybody else on here.
Y'all are all on camera looking real bad. Real bad. Slavery this is modern day slavery.
You all are white and you all will never understand what you go through. You guys just get to get up and walk out.
Walking out on kids, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
And you guys just get to walk out. Well, every day we have to struggle. And you can just walk out of the room and not listen to what we go through. You all are white. And you all raise racist children. I guarantee you all of you are the racist right now. You don't listen to anything that we have to say. You do not care about any of us in this room. And I hope every day that your children feel what we feel.